getting some special effects in GIMP, grab yourself a picture from the internet. It's something to do with your future desires for work. I've just picked an engineering style one. Now go to Edit, Paste As, New Image. That will put it onto your canvas, and at the moment we need to make sure this is the same size as what Blogger wants. So I just got to go back to Blogger because I've forgotten the size and have a look at the upload image. It's 1800 by 1600 or greater. Greater is better, but I just cancel out of that now. I'm going to first show you scale image, and you just put the 1800 by 1600 into the boxes and you break the link in the chain so they can actually go to that different shape. Now that stretches my picture. Now that may or may not be any good. So there's another way of doing, another two ways. You can go to canvas and canvas size and put the settings in there. Now the canvas is the canvas that the picture is sitting on. So you can adjust that, but it doesn't change the picture, it doesn't distort the picture, only the back. So resize, I put it in the center, resize. Now you can see the canvas top and bottom. Now you can put another background behind that by creating a new layer. You put any color and then switch it off, hide it, get your color dropper, pick a color off the original picture. Any of those colors will do, and then don't forget to select the layer when you're trying to select the color, and then use the bucket tool to fill the color onto that. Now we drag it down underneath so it's behind the main image. That leaves you a band at the top and bottom. That's one way of doing it, and your resolution on your picture stays good. There's another way of doing it, and I'll show you that in just a minute after we add the add-on. I was going to show you how to do a script foo, an add-on. So what we do is we go to Preferences, GIMP Preferences or Edit Preference, tick the little, expand the Folders box and find Scripts, because what I'm giving you is a script. Now you click on the top address and you use the icon for File Manager. When you click that, it will open up the folder where the script has got to go. So that works on your Macs exactly the same. The script is selected, the script folder is selected, but it's not opened. So we go to get the script, and that's on brettwilkin.com. Just scroll down through that portfolios. There you go, that little sketch. Click on that, it will download, it should download automatically, and it will be a quick sketch. Now you get your quick sketch from your downloads folder, open your scripts folder here and drag and drop it into the scripts folder. You can see at the top of the address bar there where I am. Close it off. Now you're going to have to restart GIMP for it to see it. It can't see it until then. So save your work. Now you've all saved work in GIMP. It's an XCF file. It just opens up that window. You can add new folders or whatever. Now I'm just going to quit GIMP, and then I'm going to open GIMP again. Shouldn't take too long. Open GIMP. Now we have script foo at the top there. I'm going to open my recent picture, back up into my picture, select the main part of the drawing, and then I'm going to go script foo. And now don't forget to try out the number 1 in the blur factor. It gives you a very different effect. I only did the 30, which is the default value for it. So you can try playing with opacity for different effects. Try it on the different layers, see what you want. You might get something that you like and you might not. But that's how you find out, by experimenting and playing. I've played with these for hours at different times when I've been bored, got a picture and just see what comes out of it. Each time you do a play, save it. Save your main picture and export as a PNG. Export, and just make sure you know where you're going to, exporting to, otherwise you lose your drawings, and select the default settings for export. And they all work. Okay, now I'm just going to merge down on these so that they're all one picture, and then I'm going to try playing around again. At the moment it's almost black and white, so some of these settings won't work. Focus blur is a good one. You can just stretch your focus out and try playing with the settings on the adjustments on the box. Every time you try one, export as, change the file name, and just export as a PNG. You can delete them afterwards. If you don't like them, you just delete them. So that's a great way of getting a focal point. And next one we're going to be looking at is Edge Detect Neon. Now neon works better with colour. So on this one you can get some effects, but it's mostly black and white now, the image. I've got a colour one at the end to show you the difference. So save it. It's still a good effect and good for a background. It's not too strong. The colours can be a bit strong. So next one I'm showing you is I can't remember now. Edge Detect again. Oh, Sobel. Another one that works better with colour. It's okay, but it doesn't make much difference on a black and white picture. Some of these work better on different images, so you try them on several different types of images and you'll get different effects. Here's a circular blur, circular motion blur. That's quite an interesting effect, especially if you're using a multicoloured image. It's reasonably subtle for a background on your portfolio. I'm saving that, exporting it as a PNG, just export, and that way it gives me extra pictures to have a look at the end. I can look at them and say, well, I like that one, I don't like that one, just delete the ones you don't like. It's so easy to do that it doesn't matter if you've got a whole heap of them. There's a sharp, unsharp mask. All those. Unsharp is very good for sharpening up pictures. But what I was looking for is not that, it's the emboss I was looking for. Emboss gives you another effect entirely. Picks up the lines and etches it. You can give it some opacity. Don't forget, you can do that with any of them. I'm just going to start numbering them because I'm too lazy to type the whole thing. So there's different effects. If there's a background colour on your blog, sometimes that will give a nice effect. Ripple, you can see what happened. That ripples all of the image. You can change the amount of ripple. That looks good in some different images with more colour or more detail. So we're starting to get through quite a few of them. There's lots and lots of things to do. There's a colour one for medicine, and I'm just going to show you the neon and the Sobel. So you can try it with others if you like. You get a colour one. There's a Sobel. Now see how it leaves a double white line edge round, leaves the colour there but flattens the colour a little. You can adjust it. And the other one I was going to show you is Edge Detect Neon. This is quite a nice effect for some things. Might be a bit strong for portfolio, but it might be right. You don't know. It's up to you. So you can also play with colours. Now in the colour menu you've got different ways of changing colours. Hues are colours. Lightness and saturation. Saturation is the amount of colour. So have a play with some of those, especially when you're on colour images. You might want to flatten the colour off a little bit and you get a beautiful picture. Lots and lots of choices. And I'm only showing you a few of them. I'm going to save that one. Just a standard save. I'm going to save that one as medicine, as an XCF in medicine. So, because I like the picture, no other reason. I'll delete it later. And that's it.